To me, that story, and listen, Mac Jones played well, but the story wasn't Mac Jones. The story was how the inclement weather and how that defense showed up in New England against Tampa Bay.
And I'm not so sure they're going to take out the Chargers as you are. I mean, if they play Gilmore, they take out Mike Williams. I'm not so sure. They won't.
I don't see the Chargers
Let me ask you this. Even into the future, how good do you think Mac Jones is going to be? Seems to be like elite quarterback?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a top 10 player because of the system that he's in, that plays in. I love being a top 10 player in the position. I think he is a Matt Ryan type of player. If you watch him, he plays so fast. He plays so fast and makes good decisions with the football. He's going to be a really good player. I'd ask you this. What do you think the Patriots don't do well as a football team?
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I do think that sometimes on third and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on third down. That's a big pickup.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Flushed out right. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Nifty move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first down, Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Brady to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Showtime, baby!
Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Damn, bro.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. And I didn't think they would transfer or translate to the NFL this early.
Oh, 5 wide. Going 5 wide on me. What I'm going to do? Going for a streak. Going for the streak. Antonio Brown down all 2 streaks. Got 2 streaks, y'all.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left.
Out of bounds.
And on the left sideline,
Out of bounds.
caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady again. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there. Brady now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking for the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Get Miles out there hooping.
Returning it, Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Airing this one out for Evans.
You got to catch the ball, Mike.
Complete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
You almost had me,
So
big
here's
dog.
a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sometimes niggas just better than you, that's all.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Oh, don't let me split him.
Down, but not before
don't let me split him.
The 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
GG, homie. I gotta put that shit on conservative right quick.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just couldn't they try to hit me with one of them woo-wop whams. You know what I'm saying? Hit me with one of them woo-wop whams.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go again to Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
I ain't gonna bring it there.
Gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
It can't be that easy.
Bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He sets up the screen to Jones. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Brady going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. I tell you what, credit is due here on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
If only you was down the field goal. If only you was down the field goal.
Now Brady.
Dancing to his
left.
Looking
left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We have all that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. That's going to be caught. And
come on, man. Oh, my God.
And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Let's get it. What you going to do? Go for two?
Go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
One final try now for Brady. That's
you fucking
and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
You probably right. You probably right. Good shit, man. That's Madden for you. That's Madden for you. Damn, I gave up that win, man. What's his name? Micaiah. Good shit,
Following
nigga.
the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Oh, man.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Come on, give me that motherfucker.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
Damn, that's a tough way to lose. Boy, Madden, the motherfucker, boy.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.
Madden, the
You've been
motherfucker,
watching
man.
the NFL on EA Sports. For
Madden, they want me to win that game, man.
EA Madden NFL.
I should have just run a timeout. I should have just need the ball. I was trying to be greedy. I was trying to big up my stats, man.
So long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
I was trying to eat up my stats, man. Damn. I hate that kind of loss, bro.
If you're talking about stopping a juggernaut coming down the tracks your way, it's Tom Brady that you want to do that to. Because talent alone ain't gonna get it. You gotta know how to manipulate the game and stuff. Now Aaron Rodgers, he's up there, man.
Let me get one more in before I call this shit not call it quits.
I'm about Aaron Rodgers with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's not just Tom Brady. He's the leader, but I look at their crew, and I'm saying, excuse me, if there's a team to fear, if you're the Arizona
the Cardinals. If there's a team that you got to look forward to having to go through, it would happen to be the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, which I said before the season even began.
Okay,
Miss
I'll give you
UConn.
that. No.
The Breakfast Club, bitch. Donkey of the day. With Shalom Hain the God. I don't know what y'all keep making they not letting me do nothing. Duval, Florida going Florida. Okay, Donkey of the day for Monday, October 25th. Goes to Kristen Anthony Blitz Jr.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Army. Back it, reload. He's coming.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. A check down here to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Brady now on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Brady eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's
That's
and
what
he
it
takes
is, baby.
this. Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short, don't they?
The anticipation in the opposite direction.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, because, you know, when it first happened,
so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hey, Mike 20.
To throw again on second down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 54 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit. But they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, Gordon once more. 7 yards there and a first down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Bridgewater on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down now, it's Jones, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Brady going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Brady going to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
You know, I remind everyone, those courtside seats in an NBA game, they're the most precious seats in all of sports because you are literally in the action. Yes. You are, what, like a foot away from the out of bounds?
Well, sometimes they ask you to step back because they're taking the ball out of bounds. Because you
I don't know how much they cost, but it's worth whatever that is.
Oh, those seats probably.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Don't put your hand in the man's face. Yep. Don't hit. Said something that you didn't like, you didn't agree with. Just tell security, man, y'all need to have him removed. This is what he said, and just keep it moving.
Get dope. Got it.
But campaign, you out of line. That's the GOAT. That GOAT you talking to like that.
That's the phony goat.
No, ain't no phony goat.
And that shows you Cameron Payne, they don't respect him.
He's popping off. He's a skill.
They don't respect him. I'm telling you, nobody did that to Michael Jordan. Nobody would have dared say that to Michael Jordan.
That's this new level of athlete.